Everybody, it's that college football guy here. Another video. Yeah, it's late, but I want to get this one in for you. This is going to be the Week 10 college football update. How late it is, I don't know how well this is going to upload. I've been having problems with my cell phone. I maybe resetting this a couple times. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let's talk about this and get into this. We're doing the recaps, my good and the bad, from all the subscriber schools, the AP Top 25, plus the ones that were part of my Top 25 that aren't in either category. So start with the Tuesday games that count. I'm talking about subscriber school. Toledo went up against Buffalo, and Toledo won 31-13. The good, the running game, over 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. Was it Jaquez Stewart, 97-yard kick return touchdown to start the game. It was a great thing there. The bad, too many fumbles for Toledo. It's like we worked on, but they got the win. Thursday games, Texas Tech subscribers going against TCU. Texas Tech wins 35-28. The good, Taj Brooks, he had 146 yards rushing and a touchdown. Also had 2 touchdowns, but the bad, the pass defense, just too many yards allowed. That just has to improve. But Texas Tech got the win. Saturday games, the big ones. I start with number 1 Ohio State against Rutgers. Ohio State wins 35-16. They were trailing 9-7 at the half. I don't know what the hell happened. The good, Jordan Hancock, 99-yard pick 6. That was the good point for me. The bad point, the offense. It just underperformed. You beat Rutgers, but I wasn't exactly impressed. I don't think any Ohio State fan was impressed by that game. You play like that in the college football playoff, you make it, which most likely you will, but you do, you're going to lose in the first round. You've got to do better. Number 2, Georgia against number 12, Missouri, and Georgia wins 30-21, only winning by 9. The good, well, basically is that they stayed focused in this game. Missouri gave them quite a bit more than they were expecting. Also, Georgia fans I know were surprised. They're like, oh my God. Damn thing's reflecting off. Why the hell I got those 2 stupid holes up there? No idea. Oh, I know why. I feel like an idiot. The light from outside's on. The one right over here. It's in the cab. I'm not going to turn the damn thing off. We'll get to it later. Anyway, they stayed focused and kept the game going. The bad, just the run defense. You got ran over in that game by Missouri, and that's got to improve. Number 3, Michigan against Purdue. Michigan wins 41-13. The good for Michigan, 2 subscribers going head in. The good for Michigan, the passing game improved. They did some good games, but fortunately you didn't get any touchdowns. The bad, the run game slightly regressed. Blake Corum did score some touchdowns, but not enough. Purdue, the good. I think you might have found your starting quarterback. At least I think a good one. He's getting better. The bad, the offense as a whole just underperformed. But is that Michigan defense or was that Purdue? We don't know here. But Michigan gets the win over Purdue. Number 4, Florida State against Pitt. Florida State wins 24-7. The good, Jordan Travis. He played pretty damn good in this game. The bad for Florida State, too many fumbles. Just yikes. Subscriber schools going head-to-head. Number 5, Washington against number 20, USC. Track meet. Washington wins 52-42. I'm not going to go into what happened to Caleb Williams waited after the game because any chance of them playing for a national championship or the Pac-12 title went up in smoke. For Washington, the good, Dylan Johnson. 26 carries, 256 yards, 4 touchdowns. Damn. Hell of a run. The bad, the pass defense. Just too many yards allowed, but that's expected with USC. And the USC, the good, the offense, played well, over 560 yards. The bad, the defense, rush defense, was absolutely horrible. Known by Dylan Johnson's numbers. But now Alex Grinch has been let go, and as I said on, I said this on X, people are suggesting that maybe Jim Leonard, the former Wisconsin head coach, was a hell of a defensive coordinator. Maybe they ought to give him a call. It couldn't hurt at this point, right? He's an analyst at Illinois, so I don't know how that's going to go. Number 6, Oregon subscriber school against Cal, and Oregon just blew up Cal 63-19. The good, Bo Nix. Almost 400 yards, 6 total touchdowns. Just 4 yards to 6 total touchdowns. Just monster game. The bad for Oregon, too many damn fumbles. Got to do better. Two subscriber schools again going head to head. Number 7 Texas and number 23 Kansas State, and Texas wins 33-30 in overtime. For Texas, the good, the offense is pretty balanced. The bad, the good, the defense made plays when they had to. The bad, though, of the defense, the pass defense, you give up just too many damn yards, and you got to improve on that. Kansas State, the good, Will Howard played well, 327 yards and 4 touchdowns. The bad, the running game, 43 yards, not going to get it done. Big clue why you lost this game. All right, number 8 Alabama and number 14 LSU, I believe it was. Whew. Alabama wins 42-28. The good for Jalen Milroe. 374 yards of total offense, 4 touchdowns, all on the ground. He had 155 of those yards were rushing. He had a hell of a game. The bad news for Alabama, your rushing defense. You just gave up too many yards to LSU. That is not good. You got to improve on that. A game that did bring a smile to my face. Number 22 Oklahoma State beating number 9 Oklahoma 27-24. Why did it bring a smile to my face? Because I predicted Oklahoma State to win the Big 12 this year. To beat Oklahoma in the regular season and to beat Texas in the Big 12 title game. 1 down, 1 to go, Polk. See if you can do both of them. For Oklahoma State, the good. Balanced offense and forced turnovers. The bad, passing defense. You got torched Oklahoma in the air by Dylan Gabriel, and it's got to improve. For Oklahoma, the good was they also had balanced offense, but the bad, too many fumbles, and I looked at the body language of some of the Oklahoma players. I don't think you guys took Oklahoma State seriously for Bedlam, and it cost you. All right, number 10 Ole Miss at Texas A&M, and Ole Miss survives 38-35. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger margin of victory, but it wasn't. The good. For the Ole Miss, they had a balanced offense on one. The bad, you didn't force a single turnover and fumbled too many times. That's got to improve their ball control. All right, number 11, Penn State subscriber school at Maryland, and Penn State beats up Maryland 51-15. The good for Penn State, you had a balanced offense in that one, and the defense got after it with 6 sacks, and also you only allowed 49 yards rushing. That's good. The bad, the passing defense gave up too many yards. That's got to improve. Number 13, Louisville at Virginia Tech, and Louisville beat up Virginia Tech 34-3. The good, the run game. Over 235 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the defense balled out. 4 sacks. 72 yards passing, 68 yards rushing allowed, 140. Damn. But the bad for Louisville, the passing game. That was the run game was your offense. The pass game underperformed badly, and that has got to improve. Subscriber school Notre Dame against Clemson, and Clemson wins. Downs number 15 Notre Dame 31-23. So the good for Notre Dame was the running game, 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. The bad, Sam Hartman. Holy cow, has he regressed since he got to Notre Dame? This is his stat line: 13 of 30, 146 yards, no TDs, 2 INTs. Yikes! Is it the pressure too big for him? I don't know what, but that was not good enough. 2 subscriber schools again going head-to-head. Oregon State and Colorado, and number 16 Oregon State wins 26-19. So for Oregon State, the good, the run game. Almost 200 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Defense got after it with 4 sacks and minus 7 yards rushing allowed. Damn. The bad, the passing game had to improve. DJ didn't play well, and you fumbled the ball too many damn times. For Colorado, the good, the passing offense. The pass game was okay. The defense forced some turnovers. As mentioned above, the bad, the running game was terrible, and the rush defense was terrible. Both of them. Running offense and defense was terrible. Both have got to improve. All right, my school, number 17, Tennessee against UConn. Tennessee, I thought Tennessee was going to possibly have trouble with UConn. What the hell was I thinking? Tennessee wins 59-3. Tennessee scored the opening touchdown. UConn came right back and got a field goal with 2:47 left. I thought, okay, it's going to be competitive. Who would have known that was the last time UConn was going to score, and they get outscored 52-0 the rest of the way. The good for Tennessee, a balanced offense. 650 yards and 5 touchdowns. Defense got after it with 2 picks. Both of them were pick sixes. Aaron Beasley was a 39-yard pick six, and Jalen McCullough was a 30-yard pick six. The bad, defensively dominated yard-wise, but you only got 1 sack. So I had a nitpick on something. You only got 1 sack. UConn's line was bad, and you only got 1. So I'm going to nitpick on that. Number 18, Utah and Arizona State. Utah blew up Arizona State 55-3. The good, a dominant run game. Over 350 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Defense got after it. 4 sacks. Between passing and rushing, 83 yards allowed. 40 passing, 43 rushing. Gosh, damn. I think Utah was pissed off that they lost a couple games earlier. The bad, Barnes played better. He had 4 touchdowns, but yardage-wise, he needs to improve. So I'm going to nitpick on that. He's improving. He had his career high in passing touchdowns today, but he didn't work on the yardage. But the running game doing it. So it's technically a nitpick, but I have to find something, right? Subscriber schools going head-to-head. Arizona number 19 UCLA, and Arizona wins, surprising me, 27-10. For Arizona, the good, the passing game. 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. And the defense held UCLA for 271 total yards and 1 touchdown. The bad, though, the run game underperformed. It's got to do better. UCLA, the good, the rushing defense, who held Arizona's run game in check. The bad, the offense as a whole. It was just held up. Arizona just dominated them, and that's got to get better, and their pass defense has got to improve for UCLA. They were just flat-out dominated in this game against Arizona. Number 21, Kansas against Iowa State, and subscriber school of Kansas surprised me and beat Iowa State 28-21. I'll admit I was wrong. The good, Jason Bean, improved. He had okay yardage, but no INTs. That's big for him. The rushing defense was good, and Mello Dotson, a 50-yard pick 6. That was good. The bad for Kansas, the run game, which has been good at times, was not as good in this game, and it needs to improve a little bit. It underperformed. Number 24, Tulane against subscriber school East Carolina, and Tulane won a close one, 13-10. So for East Carolina, the good, the defense had 2 sacks. The bad, Tulane's defense shut them down. It was very, very limited, and that's got to get worked on. But this is a rebuilding year for East Carolina, but still, it's a kind of a moral victory. You only lost by 3 to a top 25 ranked team, but still. The shocker of the week, Army upsets number 25 Air Force 23-3. For Air Force, they were the ranked school. The good, I'm doing Air Force here, not an Army, because Army just run game dominated them. Air Force's run game was okay. The bad, which was the strength of Army, they were the same thing. Passing game of Air Force was bad, only 104 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, which is the strength of Air Force. For Army, and Army forced a lot of fumbles, and Air Force committed too many fumbles. It's just hand in hand for this one. So congratulations to Army to upsetting a top 25 team. Now we get into the other schools here. Scriber School, North Carolina, beat up on FCS Campbell 59-7. The good for North Carolina, balanced offense, almost 600 yards and 8 touchdowns. Defense played well. You had 5 sacks. Held Campbell to 185 yards passing, 1 touchdown. The bad, the rush defense allowed 100 yards, over 100 yards. That's my nitpick for North Carolina. One thing that's here in the middle of this I got to make is a congratulations to. We no longer have any winless teams. Sam Houston State, in their first year of FBS, wins their first ever game. So congratulations to Sam Houston State. And who they beat? They beat Kennesaw State 24-21. Why do I find that ironic? And I'm laughing because Kennesaw State, Sam Houston State's in Conference USA right now, and Kennesaw State joins Conference USA next year. So this rematch will be a conference game. That's going to make it interesting next year. So congratulations to Sam Houston State. We no longer have a winless team left. Everybody's won at least one game in FBS. Temple and Navy. I thought Navy was going to run away with this. Temple said, hold my beer. They win 32-18. It's the good E.J. Warner. 402 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had two INTs, but still the good. The bad, the running game. 46 yards rushing. You didn't force a single turnover, and you fumbled the ball too many times. But it's still a big win for Temple regardless. Subscriber School North Texas faced UTSA, and UTSA won 37-29. The good for North Texas, balanced offense. 459 yards, 3 touchdowns total, but 2 picks. So then a nitpick goes in. The pass defense played well. You only allowed 134 yards passing. The bad, the rushing defense, you got wrecked. You gave up almost 300 yards. And the bad, also too many fumbles for Texas. That's kind of the reason why you lost this game. Two subscriber schools again going head-to-head. Excuse me. Memphis and South Florida. Memphis wins in a slugfest, 59-50. I don't have to tell you, the good for both teams was the offense. Folks, 1,032 yards of total offense between both teams, combining for 12 touchdowns. For Memphis, the good point, they forced 3 turnovers, but the bad, the running game was not exactly where it needed to be, and they did not have any sacks. And needless to say, they gave up too many yards, which is going to be too many yards allowed will be a weakness of South Florida. They also fumbled the ball too many times, and their good was their offense, which I just mentioned. So, but congratulations to Memphis on a big win. Subscriber school, Minnesota, Illinois. I thought Minnesota was going to get the win. Illinois decided, no, you're not. Illinois wins 27-24. So the good for Minnesota, the defense. Played well. You have 5 sacks and forced 3 turnovers. But the offense badly underperformed. 260 yards. Not enough to win. Now the 2 subscriber schools going head-to-head. Houston and Baylor. And in overtime, Houston wins 25-24. Winning on a 2-point conversion in overtime. For Houston, the good, the defense made the plays, had 4 sacks, but the offense as a whole underperformed to my standards, and you fumbled the ball too many times. For Baylor, you had a good offense, 400-plus yards, 3 touchdowns. The bad, the defense couldn't make any plays. Is it time to close the book on Dave Aranda? Have we reached that point? I'm beginning to think. I'm not advocating for anybody to lose their job, but I'm beginning to wonder at this point. All right. Subscriber school, Cincinnati against UCF, and UCF wins 28-26 to get their first ever win in the Big 12. So the good for Cincinnati, balanced offense, 515 yards, 3 touchdowns. The bad, you gave up too many damn rushing yards. That's how you got lost this game. Middle Tennessee State played New Mexico State, and New Mexico State wins 13-7. The good, defense had an INT. That was the only good I could find. The bad about Middle Tennessee State was everything else. Just horrible. UNLV and New Mexico played in. UNLV subscriber school wins 56-14. I put this up on X. That was a troll moment that I don't know who was who was working the scoreboard for New Mexico, but they did a troll job on Michigan in a way. They had on there and put the scoreboard up, came in the middle of the game. I was, well, you'd like to welcome to the game Connor Stallions, the Michigan analyst who was fired, maybe. He's spying on New Mexico's games, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. Great troll job by New Mexico. That was good. That was maybe the only thing that happened good for New Mexico. For UNLV, the good, balanced offense, 416 yards total, 8 touchdowns. Defense forced a couple of turnovers. The bad, for UNLV, technically, you gave up 14 points and you gave up a sack. You only had 1 sack. That was the bad for UNLV. West Virginia and BYU, and West Virginia subscriber school wins 37-7. I saw this from the highlights of the game. I saw that everybody talking about this on X. BYU might have the classiest fan base in college football. When they were playing Country Roads to end the game, the BYU fans stayed behind. The players stayed behind, I should say. It was the players. And applauded and then did their interactions. The fans were respectful. The BYU went out with the West Virginia flag to open the game. You wanted to find class in college football? I think you just saw it. Now for the game. West Virginia, the good. Phenomenal run game. 336 yards, 2 touchdowns. The defense played 3 sacks. Only allowed 67 yards rushing. But the bad, the passing offense slightly underperformed for my standards. San Diego State subscriber school against Utah State, and Utah State wins 32-24 in double overtime. The good for San Diego State, defense had 5 sacks. The bad, offense underperformed. And defensively, you just could not stop the run game of Utah State, and that is what killed you in this game. Okay, a school that's in my top 25, who I can guarantee you won't be tomorrow. NC State playing Miami, who's in the top 25, and NC State wins 20-6. The good for Miami, you had to force 2 turnovers. The bad, your offense underperformed. Couldn't make the plays when you needed to. You're gone. Game that surprised me, Washington State with their high-powered offense facing Stanford hasn't played well since the Colorado game. Well, Stanford won 10-7. The defense played well. 3 sacks, an INT, and you limited Washington State to 4 yards rushing. Damn good. The bad, the offense didn't perform. You only had 1 touchdown. And your pass defense, you gave up a lot of yardage, but you only gave up the 1 touchdown. So you bend but didn't break. So congratulations to Stanford for that. And the last game we're reviewing here, Fresno State and Boise State. 2 subscriber schools. Fresno State, I thought it was a preview of the possible Mountain West Conference Championship game. Fresno State wins 37-30. So for Fresno, the balanced offense. Over 440 yards, 3 touchdowns, forced 2 turnovers. Malik Sherrod was running the ball. Also had a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. The bad, you gave up too many damn yards to Boise. There's too many yards allowed. So for Boise, the good, balanced offense. This is what I'm talking about, giving up too many yards. 488 yards and 3 touchdowns. The bad, passing defense. You gave up too many yards to Fresno when it mattered. That's going to be an issue. So there's everything for the reports for Week 10. I'll be doing my top 25 tomorrow. Right now, I'm here in... Where the hell am I? I'm in Max Meadows, Virginia. Ready to get fueled up. I had to take my 30-minute break. And then I start on where I got to go to Mechanicsville, except I can't get there the entire way. So I got to stop short at a truck stop on the route. Hope I can get there tonight. And then head into there. And then tomorrow, which is going to be... Well, today's Sunday, so tomorrow's Monday. We'll see what happens. Hell, I don't even know when the hell this video is going to upload. The cell service around here sucks. So, let me know what you think about everything down in the comments. So, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, please smash the like button, hit the thumbs up, comment on the video. Let me know what you think. It all helps the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. And subscribe to the channel. On the way to 500 subscribers, slowly showing that crawled up to 1,000. So, make some things happen. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see how long this video up to. It depends on how late it is. It gets done. Also depends what happens tomorrow, because they were told me a possibility maybe going north to Massachusetts north, which is going to take a while. So we'll see how hard I run and see what happens. I may not be posting another video again till, well, I'll see when the hell this uploads. We'll see what happens. Because I honestly don't know right now. With cell service being where I've got literally 3G with 1 bar. Jesus. Yeah, this is going to take a while. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Be safe and please be good to each other.